Good morning, everyone. Okay, so
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
as discussed in the last lecture, we have seen the examples, right? Now let us go for few more example. Then we will start with the second version of Euler-Lagrange's differential equation. Okay. Any doubt up to the last lecture?
No, ma'am.
Yes, whether you are clearing your basic concepts, करतायत का नाही? Every teacher may be asking you some of the basic questions, no? I think I have told you to solve it right now. केलात का solve? Okay. Hoping that you haven't solved, let us go for solving this one. I think in the last lecture we have derived up to the Lagrange's equation of motion. That is, we have written d by d theta of r sine square theta phi dash divided by under root of 1 plus sine square theta phi dash square. Is it correct? We have seen up to this part now.
No, ma'am. You have काढलं होतं मॅम.
काय झालं?
यफ काढून ते आम्हाला पुटअप करा म्हणून सांगितलं होतं.
मग
ते
तेच
फॉर्म्युला
होतं ना, हेच इक्वेशन झाली की मग.
हो.
म्हणजे तुम्ही पुढचं काय बघितलं नाही बहुतेक.
नाही मॅम, मी एवढं आलंय आमचं.
Okay, integrating with respect to theta, we get, as integration is with respect to theta, so mostly we are having integration is with respect to x, because here d by dx was there. Original equation is dou f by dou y dash minus, sorry, dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash. So instead of that, oh, I hope you remember what the equation we have written. Instead of x it is theta, instead of y it is phi, and phi dash. Instead of phi dash it is phi dash. F is as it is. Your f was, I have told you, f is nothing but r under root of 1 plus sine square theta phi dash square. Okay, ज्यांनी सॉल्व केलं त्यांना कळेल. Okay, integrating with respect to theta, we get, what we get integrating with respect to theta, so r sine square theta phi dash divided by the term this 1 plus sine square theta and phi dash square as it is equal to some constant, say c dash. Okay, now as we know that r is also constant because r is a radius of the sphere, so which is a constant, so I can write this same equation as sine square theta phi dash divided by under root of 1 plus sine square theta phi dash square is equal to c dash upon the radius r. यहाँ का r मैंने यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर किया है, okay, which is equal to some constant c. Correct. Now we can write this phi dash sine square theta equal to c into under root of 1 plus sine square theta into phi dash square. Now taking squaring on both side, we can get squaring on both side. Squaring on both side, what we get, phi dash square sine dash to 4 theta is equals to c square in bracket 1 plus sine square theta phi dash square. Because I hope you understand the square root is there and we are squaring, so both will get cancelled one another. Now we are going to take a phi dash square and sine square theta common from the two terms. Okay, I hope you understand this step that sine square sine raised to 4 theta is here, c square plus next term is c square phi dash square sine square theta. So we are going to take phi dash square sine square theta common. साइन स्क्वायर थीटा और फाइव डैश स्क्वायर कॉमन लेने के बाद यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा साइन स्क्वायर थीटा साइन रेस टू 4 है ना माइनस इस वाली टर्म को कॉमन लेने के बाद क्या बचेगा यहाँ पे सी स्क्वायर इक्वल टू सी स्क्वायर एज इट इज ओके now what I have to do I have to write down this equation in the form of phi dash square is equals to c square upon sine square theta into phi dash square sine square theta minus c square. So now we can write down the term with the help of sine square theta if I take outside. So we get the term as phi dash square is equal to c square upon phi, sorry, phi dash is already we have taken from.
आयडर शेप नहीं मैडम तिथं
So if I take sine square theta common, so sine raised to 4 theta, here we remain with 1 minus c square upon sine square येणार इथे, correct? Sine square नाही आहे म्हणजे त्याला divide करावं लागेल, correct? So we get the term will be equal to c square upon sine raised to 4 theta outside and in bracket we remains with 1 minus c square cosec square theta. Okay? सिंपली मैंने साइन स्क्वायर थीटा कॉमन लिया है अगर साइन स्क्वायर थीटा वहाँ पे नहीं है अवेलेबल तो हमें डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा ओके नाउ अगेन दिस 1 अपॉन साइन रेज टू 4 थीटा आई कैन टेक इट एज अ कोसेक स्क्वायर थीटा सो आई कैन राइट दिस एज सी स्क्वायर कोसेक रेज टू 4 थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय 1 माइनस सी स्क्वायर कोसेक रेज टू 2 थीटा. Is the idea clear up to this step?
यस मैम
What you have to do, just taking a square root on both sides, we get the result. That is equation for phi dash. We will get phi dash is equal to c cosec raised to 4 will become cosec square theta under root of 1 minus c square cosec square theta. Okay, now we got the equation for phi dash. Just like we have done for the last example, we have to do very similar way. But here what is a change only? क्या करेंगे हम लोग यहाँ पे method of substitution use करेंगे, right? Whenever you have a differential equation, because what is your phi dash? If you remember d phi by d theta it was. Okay, derivation चा starting part मध्ये लिहिला होता. Right, so here we want to just solve this differential equation. So what we will do, we want to write down cosec square theta in terms of cot square theta. So what is an identity? If you remember, the identity for this one is under root of this 1 minus c square as it is. Cosec square theta is nothing but 1 plus cot square theta. बरोबर?
यस मैम
Okay. Now just 1 minus c square you have to multiply inside. So you will get it is cosec square theta as it is and this 1 minus c square को multiply करना पड़ेगा minus c square cot square theta. Right, now this 1 minus c square is a constant term so I can take it outside. So now the equation will become is in the form of c cosec square theta divided by if I take this under root of 1 minus c square outside so v remains with 1 here ये वाला टर्म हमने कॉमन लिया है 1 माइनस सी स्क्वायर यहाँ पे वो टर्म ही नहीं है तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा डिवाइड 1 माइनस सी स्क्वायर cot square theta right and this under root is common for all the terms. Is the step clear to everyone?
यस मैम
c अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ 1 माइनस सी स्क्वायर अगर हम लोग कॉमन लेंगे तो यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा कोसेक स्क्वायर थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय under root of 1 minus c square upon 1 minus c square cot square theta. Right. Now this c is a constant of integration. If you remember, we have written this as a part of a constant of integration. Here we have integrated with respect to theta, and c and c dash are a constant because r is again a constant. So now we can name it as some another constant, which we can write it as phi dash is equal to some constant k, with here we have cosec square theta divided by, अगर हम इस वैल्यू को k consider कर रहे हैं, right? If you consider this k as this one, so I can write k square in the form of, yes, what is a k square? C square upon 1 minus c square. So this term I can write it as under root of 1 minus k square cot square theta, right? Now again we have to integrate and we have to find out the solution. Integrating again with respect to theta. Why we are finding integration with respect to theta? Because phi dash is d phi by d theta. So integrating with respect to theta, integration derivative will get cancelled and it remains with phi is equals to integration of the term k cosec square theta divided by 1 minus under root of 1 minus k square cot square theta. Integration is with respect to theta, right? Now the constant of integration here we will take it at 0 so that it will be easy for our calculation, because already cosec square cot square these are complicated terms. So that's why the constant of integration we will consider to be 0. Now, if you remember, while solving these type of integration, we use a method of substitution. K cot theta is nothing but some t we are going to substitute, and then derivative of this is nothing but k is a constant. So derivative of cot is minus cosec square theta d theta is equals to dt. Whether you remember, we have done this many times in our 11th or 12th standard. आठवते का?
Yes, ma'am.
So this minus sign outside k cosec square theta d theta, ये वाला टर्म आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा with negative sign. If I can put, this is nothing but minus dt divided by under root of 1 minus the value of this term is nothing but t with the square, it is 1 minus t square, right? So now what is the integration of this term? I hope now you remember the integration.
Sin inverse t.
Correct. Phi is equal to minus sine inverse of t plus some constant of integration. We will we will write down it as a alpha, क्योंकि अभी हमें पता चल गया कि sin that is we are getting in terms of sine, so that's why alpha will work as a, mostly we are using this notation for the angle, no? So that's why we'll write down this as so constant of integration is alpha. Now sine inverse of t, it is equals to alpha minus phi. So hence we get t is equal to sine, yes, what did we get? Sine alpha minus phi, correct? T is equal to, क्योंकि just we have multiplied by sine. Okay, pre-multiply by sine, you get t is equal to sine of alpha minus theta. Correct. Now, what is the value of t? We have substituted the value of t. You have to write down. T is nothing but cot theta. By method of substitution, we have solved. Right, sine as it is alpha minus phi. Correct. Now, what is the value of cot? Is nothing but cos theta upon sine theta. So I can write this as cos theta, which is equal to with sorry, with this with
Cot
negative.
theta, madam. K cot theta.
Wait. Sine inverse of t we have taken this side. So okay, fine. So we get it is sine theta sine of alpha minus phi. Okay. now you just multiply. First you have to solve sine of alpha minus phi. So what is the formula for sine of alpha minus phi? Sine A minus B.
Sin alpha cos phi minus cos alpha sin phi.
Correct. Cos alpha sine phi. Right. Now what we have to do, we have to just make a use of the xyz we have written in terms of r sine theta cos theta like this. Okay, आठवते का? Even in the first chapter also we have done this while discussing about the spherical pendulum. So हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? First we will multiply by r. So let us write down here multiply by radius r to above equation. Okay, why we are multiplying you will come to know later on. So let me multiply the equation by r. So I will get r. This is what sine theta sine alpha cos phi, right, minus r cos alpha sin phi sin theta जो ऑफसेट था उसको मल्टीप्लाई किया है, राइट. नाउ इफ यू रिमेंबर दिस इज नथिंग बट r cos theta क्या है आपका. Okay, let me write down what are x, y, z. If you remember what is the value of x we have written for the spherical pendulum. हटाते का x is r sin theta cos phi.
Cos phi.
What is the next one? R sin theta sin phi.
Yes, ma'am.
What is z? Z whether you remember?
R cos theta.
So what is this r cos theta? K as it is. The value of this I can write z. Okay, next is r sin theta and cos phi. So what is this? Sin alpha. If I take outside, value of this is nothing but your x. बरोबर? जे underline करती है ते term बघा. Okay, minus. Again the next term is what we can see. This is r sin theta sin phi. So we remains with cos alpha as it is, and here we have y. Right, now we get the equation as kz is equals to x sin alpha minus y cos alpha, which is what the first degree equation in xyz. So what is this equation? Alpha is some constant of integration we have introduced. No, alpha हे constant है, म्हणजे sin alpha आणि cos alpha हे value fixed असणार आहे. Just like a number. K पण constant of integration आहे, बरोबर? A ची व्हॅल्यू माहिती आहे का? आपण सबस्टिट्यूट केले होते. K is a c upon under root of 1 minus c square. C was also one constant of integration. So these sin alpha, K, all these are constants of integration. So we can consider them as a constant. So kz is equals to x into some constant minus y into some another constant will be just like the equation of a plane passing through origin. Why I am saying passing through origin? Because if you remember the equation of a plane, so it is nothing but ax plus by plus z is equals to d, then it is equation of a plane. But if this d is equal to 0, then it is equation of a plane passing through the origin. And if you remember the center of the sphere, which is a give the great circle, hence geodesy on the surface of the sphere is a arc of a circle. क्योंकि हमने initially क्या consider किया था? What was our aim? We are having one sphere and we divided that sphere, and then we were wanted to find out the geodesy. And for that one, we are interested to find out geodesy means what? The smallest distance or maximum distance between the any two points on the curve. Okay, what is the meaning of a geodesy? Is a curve which gives you the shortest distance between any two points. But यहाँ पे any two points का consideration ये दो points भी हो सकते हैं, right? So that's why we will find out the shortest distance between these 2 points. So for that, we were considering about the circle which is passing through the center of the sphere. Okay, circle is passing through the center of the sphere, as well as this is the equation of plane passing through the center. Okay, passing through the, instead of saying center you can say origin. Okay, if d is 0, क्योंकि आपका जो equation है it is in the form of ax plus by plus cz. इथे प्लस नहीं है असं म्हणू नका. ओके, a b c are constant, they can take a negative or positive value, right? So this is what the equation of a plane passing through origin. This is also कौन सा एक आपका सर्कल होगा जो आपके सेंटर में से जाएगा, वही आपका ग्रेट सर्कल है, राइट? So only one circle will be there which is passing through the center of the sphere. So combining these two, now you can say that this is what the equation of a plane passing through the origin and center of the sphere, which gives you the great circle. What do you mean by great circle? The circle after cutting all the circle, we are getting the circle which is at this which include the center of the sphere is a great circle, and hence we can say that geodesy on the surface of the sphere is a arc of a great circle. Have you understood the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why we have found this type of equation of a plane? क्योंकि हमने initially consider किया था while deriving this equation, Lagrange's equation of Euler-Lagrange's equation लिखते वक्त हमने consider किया था I is a extremum. Okay, for I to be extremum, the integrand f must satisfy Euler-Lagrange's equation. So extremum का meaning क्या होता है? Either minimum or maximum. So that's why we got the equation of plane passing through the center, and that is only possible for your स्फीयर. ओके, ऐसे कंसिडर करो कि आपने ये जो आपका स्फीयर है उसमें से सेंटर में से एक प्लेन पास आउट किया है, राइट? स्फीयर में से सेंटर में से प्लेन पास करोगे. इमेजिन करो आपके पास एक फुटबॉल है और आपका जो राइटिंग पैड है आप उसके अंदर इंसर्ट कर रहे हो, राइट? दैट इज इक्वेशन ऑफ अ प्लेन पासिंग थ्रू द सेंटर. सो व्हाट यू गेट, द इंटरसेक्शन इज अ स्फीयर. बरोबर ना? Sorry, intersection is arc of a great circle, right? So we get the greatest circle at the origin of the sphere. Yes, any doubt for this example? Let us hope you are not having a doubt. Let me go for the next one. Find out the minimum surface of revolution, or you can have the heading as minimum surface of revolution.
गोळ्या तुझं खाऊन जाईल मला तेवढं करून देऊ पोखर वरडा लागलं ती मला जरा बुच बसवून दे त्यात
Minimum surface of revolution. Now we want to show that the curve is catenary for which the area of a surface of revolution is minimum. Show that, the question may be like this, show that the curve is catenary, the curve is catenary for which the area of surface of revolution, for which area of surface of revolution is minimum when revolved about a y-axis. When revolved about y-axis. Show that the curve is catenary for which the area of surface of revolution is minimum when revolved about a y-axis. Okay? Or we can give the heading for this is minimum surface of revolution. Yes. Read this and tell me the meaning of catenary as you are a student of mathematics. Yes, whether you heard the term catenary? Yes, no one knows what is a catenary. Parabola, hyperbola, ellipse etc. आठवतात का? Asteroid. What is the equation of asteroid? How it looks like? We must know some of the basic notations. No, आपका catenary का image कैसे दिखता है? Asteroid कैसे दिखता है? Many of the you people were not knowing what is a graph of e raised to x. E raised to minus x का graph का है वही. And you are studying differential geometry paper where you know that every solution is written in the form of e raised to x. So you must know what is a graph of e raised to x, why we are writing the solution in the form of e raised to x. Some of the basic graphs you should know, no? What is the graph of sin x, cos x, tan x in the provided interval, cot x, cosec x, the and inverse function. Inverse मध्ये ग्राफ माहिती आहे का कुणाला? साइन इनवर्सचा ग्राफ कसा असतो, कॉस इनवर्सचा, टॅन, कॉट. येस. आज हे चमक करा सगळ्यांनी. काय ग्राफ सर्च करणं खूप अवघड नाही आहे ना. Just go to search, find out the graph of e raised to x, e raised to minus x, sin x, cos x, sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cot inverse, interval बघा, रेंज काय, डोमेन काय, कोडोमेन आहे काय, कुठल्या इंटरवल मध्ये कुठला फंक्शन कंटिन्युअस आहे, युनिफॉर्म कंटिन्युअस आहे. This catenary is mostly used in construction of the road. कधी बघितलात का रोडवर जाताना कसं ते एक्झॅक्ट डिस्टेंस असतो ना. whenever you are टर्निंग पे भी आपका जो विड्थ ऑफ द रोड है वो चेंज नहीं होता है. अगर वो स्ट्रेट रोड है तो भी विड्थ उतना ही होता है, टर्निंग पे भी उतना ही होता है. वी आर युझिंग कॅटेनरी दियर. रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर तिथे यूज करतो आपण. टर्निंगला बघितलात का कधी रोड? कधीही ट्रॅव्हल करताना म्युझिक किंवा कुठलाही सिरियल, वेब सिरीज किंवा पिक्चर बघत जाऊ नका. बघा तुम्हाला काय दिसतंय का बाहेर. You should know the construction of road, कैसे दिखता है. You should increase your own knowledge because without knowledge a person is nothing. Whenever you coming from the road, so you should see the width of the road is always constant. So वो कैसे construct करते हैं तुम्ही टर्न करताना पण रोडचा विड्थ तसाच असतो ना. There you are using the concept of radius of convergence and we are preparing catenary at every point, even in the construction of the railway. Okay, so now let us see what is catenary and how to revolve it. It is given show that the curve is catenary for which means from here we are provided area of surface of revolution is minimum when revolved about a y-axis. Okay, revolved about y-axis means what? First we'll find out what are x, y, z axis. Suppose this is what x-axis, this is y-axis and this is z-axis. Okay. Revolved about y-axis means what? Suppose here is your part of a catenary. Suppose this catenary is in xy plane with the same points P and Q with P coordinates are P are x1, y1, coordinates of Q are x2, y2. Right, now we have to revolve this in such a way that we should get a catenary. Okay, this is y, this is x and z. So here you have this is p with the coordinates say x1, y1, q with the coordinates say x2, y2, right? Now we have to revolve this so that we will get the resultant. After revolution you will get this type of a image. This is what your catenary. अगर आपको catenary पता है तो समझ में आएगा ना कि ये actually catenary है. Otherwise you have to put a faith on me. माझ्यावर भरोसा ठेवावा लागेल, right? Suppose this is what x and y initial coordinates, and these are x plus dx, y plus dy, the two neighboring points. And first we will find out the result for this area, and then we'll generalize the concept from integration from P to Q. Okay, this is what the area D is. Let us consider this to be some point A. Okay, we'll make a use of that point, so that's why we'll considering. So as this is what your x-axis, ये वाला आपका x-axis है ना? So whatever the distance I have here, this I can consider to be x coordinate. Okay. Is the image clear to everyone? समजते इमेज काय आहे? एक कर्व एक्स वाय प्लेन मध्ये त्याला फिरवायचा आहे, राइट? जस्ट लाइक यू कैन कंसिडर वन while childhood in a childhood we were having many toys. Okay, so कोई भी toys को लेके आप अगर ऐसे गोल घुमाते हो, right? If you turn them in a circular motion about a fixed axis, so whatever the object you are getting, it is a catenary. Okay, we have a curve in xy plane, so you have to revolve this curve, and after revolution whatever you are getting is a catenary. Okay, now what you have to do, we have to write down the construction. Okay, consider the 2 points. Consider the 2 points P with the coordinates say x1, y1, and Q with the coordinates say x2, y2 in the xy plane. Okay, first we have considered one curve in xy plane. xy plane में एक curve consider करना है. उस curve को आपको घुमाना है गोल गोल, right? Just like in childhood we are doing about the toys. So we have to do in the same way, that we have to consider a curve in xy plane and we have to revolve it about a y-axis. Revolve about y-axis. Revolving this about a y-axis. Now our aim is to find out the curve for which the surface area is minimum. Our aim is to find out the curve for which surface area is minimum. For which surface area is minimum. Okay, we have to find out minimum surface of revolution. That is what a heading I have. Okay, minimum surface of revolution. Is the idea clear up to this about the image? What is catenary? How we have taken? What is a construction? Yes, any doubt?
No more.
Okay. Now consider strip of width ds. As I showed you here, the width of ds we have found. Consider strip of width ds formed due to revolution of a point A. क्योंकि ये width कैसे फाउंड होगा? क्योंकि आपका रिवॉल्यूशन जो होगा वहाँ पे आपको एक width of ds मिलेगा, and if the distance of a point A from y-axis is x, then the surface area of a strip is given by. If you remember, this will be just like a circle. Circle ही होगा ना ये. Imagine करो कि आपके पास ये image है जहाँ पे आपको दिस टाइप ऑफ इमेज यू विल एबल टू एग्जिस्ट. ओके, अगर आपके पास ऐसा कर्व होगा तो उसका एक छोटा सा पार्ट आपको कट करना है, ds जो दिख रहा है, राइट? सो व्हाट इज दैट विल बी अ सर्कल, नो? क्योंकि ये कर्व जो है आपका ऐसे घूम रहा है. सो एट एवरी पॉइंट यू आर गेटिंग अ वन सर्कल, बट द रेडियस ऑफ सर्कल इज डिफरेंट एट एवरी पॉइंट, करेक्ट? So whatever you are going to get a ds, it is nothing but a circle. So the distance of a point A from y axis is x. Okay, as I shown you the distance, ये वाला जो x axis है, so point A से यहाँ तक जो कर्व है वो वाला आपका डिस्टेंस क्या है, x axis, करेक्ट, और x कोऑर्डिनेट. Okay, distance of a point A from from y axis is denoted by x. So that's why if we are getting a circle, so we know that what is the circumference of the circle. Circumference माहित नाही कुणालाही. Circumference of the circle
2 pi r.
2 pi r. Correct. I thank God. 2 pi x is now with ds, क्योंकि width भी लेना चाहिए ना. Simply we don't have a circle, we have a width of ds, क्योंकि यहाँ तक आपका एक सर्कल होगा, बट इट इज नॉट अ डिस्क. डिस्क भी बोल नहीं सकते हम लोग उसको. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव मल्टीप्लाइड बाय ds, क्योंकि वो सर्कल है प्लस ऐसे वाला सर्कल है ना विथ ds. थोड़ा विड्थ कंसिडर किया है ना हमने. ओके, जस्ट लाइक हियर वी हैव कंस्ट्रक्टेड ds, right? So that's why 2 pi r is what, radius of this is nothing but x. So 2 pi r की जगह पे 2 pi x ds we have taken. So we can say that this is what the circumference of the circle is, 2 pi r, and this is nothing but your surface area of a strip is given by surface area of strip. कौन सा strip होगा वो आपका? This is what a strip we get. It is what a strip. ये जो ds जो consider किया है, that is a strip. So that is what the surface area of a strip is given by 2 pi x ds. Then the total integration will be given by I is equals to integration e to q 2 pi x ds. Okay, so हमने firstly क्या find out किया है? Surface area of the strip is nothing but 2 pi x ds, and while finding the integration we get integration p to q 2 pi x ds. Now we know that what is ds? ds is nothing but under root of dx square plus dy square, because your curve is in xy plane. So again you can consider this to be under root of 1 plus y dash square dx common काढल्यानंतर. I hope you remember now. So integration is from now x1 to x2, because x we have taken common. So 2 pi x, the value of this is 1 plus y dash square dx, right? Now for I to be extremum, right? For I to be maximum or minimum, for I to be extremum, the integrand f must satisfy the Euler-Lagrange's equation. Okay, for I to be extremum, the function with the x y y dash dx, dx ला सोडून जे काही असेल तुमचा f असेल, must satisfy Euler-Lagrange's equation. Okay, for I to be extremum, integrand f must satisfy Euler-Lagrange's equation. That is, what is your equation? Dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash is equals to 0. Right? Now f is with us. F हे function माहिती है ना? What is your f? We have got it is 2 pi x under root of 1 plus y dash square. Right? Now you have to just find out the derivative. Is there any term of a y? What is this term? Dou f by dou y?
0.
0 minus d by dx as it is. Derivative with respect to y dash.
1 upon 2 under root 1 plus y dash square 2 y dash.
2 pi x as it is रहेगा ना. We are finding a derivative with respect to y dash. So 2 pi x as it is, and derivative of this is 2y dash divided by 2 under root of 1 plus y dash square and equal to 0. So 2 get cancelled. Right, now again we can say that, but instead of doing a differentiation we can integrate. Integrating above equation with respect to x, we get integrating above equation with respect to x. Again, you can see this 2 pi is also constant, so you can take it outside. So let me write down this as d by dx of x as it is under root of 1 plus y dash square. So if I take 2 pi outside equal to 0. Okay, so divide by 2 pi. So ये वाला 2 pi यहाँ पे जाएगा, right? So equal to 0. Now integrating the above equation with respect to with respect to x, we get y dash इथे राहिला होता x y dash divided by under root of 1 plus y dash square is equal to some constant c. Okay. Now again you have to write down the same x y dash is equal to c into under root of 1 plus y dash square. Then again taking square x square y dash square is equal to c square plus c square into y dash square. I have done directly multiplication. Square root cancel हो जाएगा square करने के बाद, right? Again, what you have to do, take a y dash square common from both terms. V remains with x square here minus y dash square equal to c square. Sorry, here we should have, if I take an y dash square x square minus, here we remains with c square and this common c square. So we get y dash square is equal to c square upon x square minus c square. So we get, taking a square root, you get y dash is equal to c upon under root of x square minus c square. Now again, you can see this is what a differential equation, dy by dx is equals to, right? So again, integrating with respect to x, we get integration derivative will get cancelled, y is equal to, what we get, y is equal to integration of c upon under root of x square minus c square. Integration is with respect to x plus some constant of integration. C already we have used, so we'll use as a b. Now, can anyone tell me what is integration of this term? Hyperbolic cos है ना? Hyperbolic cos inverse of x upon c, integration of this term plus b as it is. Correct. Now I can take b, y minus b is equals to c, hyperbolic cos inverse of x upon c. Again, you can divide by c. You can this is y minus b divided by c is equals to hyperbolic cos inverse of x upon c. Right. So again, you can write down this as x upon c is equal to hyperbolic cos y minus b divided by c. So we get resultant equation as x is equal to c hyperbolic cos y minus b divided by c, and which is the required equation of catenary. अभी सभी को तभी समझ में आएगा कि आपको catenary का equation क्या है, वो अगर आपको पता होगा तो समझ में आएगा. Y is equal to x square आपको पता है. This is what equation of a parabola, right? So in the very similar way, you should know what is x is equal to y square, right? What is hyperbolic paraboloid? What is paraboloid? What is parabola? Hyperbolic ellipsoid. Ellipsoid क्या होता है, right? We should know all these things. So this is what the required equation of a catenary. You can search on the Google that what is the equation for the catenary. The reverse में मिलता है equation. Y is equals to c hyperbolic x minus b upon c भी equation मिलेगा. But when the revolution is about different x's. Okay, first we have found the revolution about a y-axis. Now the homework for you people is you have to find out the same question is there, but revolution is now about a x-axis. ये x-axis होगा, curve यहाँ पे होगा. Find out the revolution about a x-axis and find out the equation of a catenary. Okay. इथे जे लिहिलेत हेच इक्वेशन असणार आहे. थोडेफार चेंजेस असतील. जिथे x आहे तिथे ते y येणार आहे. ओके. Revolution is about a x-axis. I have told you for the revolution about a y-axis. Now you have to solve for the revolution about a x-axis. Those who are not knowing what is the equation of a catenary, you have to put a faith on me that x is equal to c up into cos hyperbolic cos of y minus b upon c is the equation of a catenary. Okay. Thank you. If you're having a doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. Solve that homework. Same example with revolution about a x-axis.